So, welcome everybody to this new reaction video. I'm Bossage and this is my channel. So, as I've stated before, these videos are a new thing I'm trying out on my channel. Just for entertainment purposes and for a bit of fun. I'm not here to have a dig at anybody or call anybody out. It's just purely for fun. So for that reason, you won't be seeing the YouTuber. You'll either be seeing my logo or my channel. I'm just being respectful towards the YouTubers. So I'm actually would advise you on that note to, before you look at your first reaction video of mine, to go and watch the video of that's called New Idea for a Video. Just explains why I'm doing it and the fact I'm not trying to be nasty and that. It's quite a short video, a little over 5 minutes. So the video, or should I say the song and the artist I'm looking at in this video is Whitney Houston and I'll Always Love You. In my opinion, it's one of those songs that only certain people, well in many cases just the original artist, should sing, because they're the only ones that can do it justice. Although Whitney Houston's daughter does do a cracking version of this, and in my opinion does do her mum proud. It was a shame we lost both of them. And on a brighter note, I'll Always Love You is a song written and originally recorded in 1973 by Dolly Parton, and although she did great success with it, I still prefer Whitney Houston's version. And in fact, the song spent a record-breaking 14 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart as one of the best-selling singles of all time. So it just goes to show that even though an amazing artist like Dolly Parton, although she can do an amazing version, just can't do it like Whitney Houston can do it. And I'm not saying Whitney's better than Dolly Parton, just saying certain songs, in my opinion, should only be done by certain artists. So, with that, let's get into this video. The song has actually been watched and by a vocal coach who's reacting to it. Just moving it on a little bit because YouTube is being strict on copyright.
Okay, alright, so let's talk about it for a second. I couldn't bear to pause in the middle. So I have some feelings about this, some good feelings, and some comments. So I feel personally that she is a complete legend. Like there really isn't much better than Whitney Houston out.
And just going on that, with the fact that Whitney Houston is a legend, a legendary singer, trying to find a video, a reaction video to Whitney Houston singing I'll Always Love You, there was loads of them, and the vast majority of them were people reacting to the song for the first time. They had never heard of the song before. If you don't believe me, go on YouTube, shove into the search bar Whitney Houston I'll Always Love You reaction. There's loads of first time listeners. I'm not quite sure I believe all of them when they say it's first time listening to it. I mean, Whitney Houston is a legendary singer. She's well known, to say the least. and the song was in the 1992 film The Bodyguard. So
if there is, and I mean, I think of like Mariah Carey and just amazing singers, right? And these two top the charts for me personally. I grew up on Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, heavily influenced by both of them, and grew up singing this song actually, and it was kind of like when I grew up the gold standard of what a real singer is. Like if you can sing, really sing, then you need to be able to sing "I Will Always Love You," and it's always terrified me. This song has always made me want to pee my.
the, just gonna go back a little bit, just so I definitely understand what she's saying here.
Standard of what a real singer is. Like if you can sing, really sing, then you need.
So she's saying that if you're a real singer and you're a gold standard singer, then you should be able to sing this song, which I think is quite terrible of her to say, to be honest, because she is pretty much saying for all those artists that can't sing this song and sing it well, it means that you're not a good singer. And that's just not true. Like I said, this song was originally Dolly Parton's. She can do an amazing version, puts her own twist on it, but for me, Whitney Houston really does a song justice. Doesn't mean Dolly Parton's a crap singer, because she's not. She's an amazing singer.
You to be able to sing "I Will Always Love You," and it's always terrified me. This song has always made me want to pee my pants when singing it because it is so naked. It is such a game of stamina and poise vocally, because you have to save yourself to the end somehow, and yet there are things that have to be done in the midway through in order for it to be a comparable cover as to what she's done. Now, her recorded version of this back in the day.
I mean, I don't know how a song can be naked because it don't wear clothes anyway, but let's carry on.
This 1999 version obviously is extremely different, right? She chose a lot of different vocal iterations, a lot of different vocal mapping, and a lot of lines that to me were twofold. One, they served as a great live performance, because when you as a singer sing something so many times over and over and people know it and it's such a legendary song, there's mixed reviews, but most of the time it's assumed that when you sing it live, there's going to be some differences, some sort of little extra something, because, well, if we wanted to hear the exact recording, we could listen to the recording. And then there's the pure.
She has sort of got a point here. I don't think you'll ever find a live version of any song that's exactly like the recorded version. In my opinion, artists like to have a bit of fun with the song when they're doing it live, play about with it a little bit, such as maybe missing the chorus out and getting the live audience to sing it, or maybe repeating the chorus or repeating the last couple of lines from the chorus.
First you say, I want to hear the singer do it exactly like it's done on record because I want to know that they could do it just like it's done on record. Valid point, I get it. This is a little later in Whitney's years, beyond when the song was originally released. And so for me, I feel that the reason that there were different vocal iterations were twofold. One, to give the audience something different, little special, but also I also feel that it was because there was vocal fatigue happening and she wasn't physically capable, or didn't feel anyway that she was physically capable of singing it in that moment the way that it was originally done.
I also think that's unfair, that she's having a dig at Whitney Houston there. So, which is completely unfair. I mean, Whitney Houston isn't around to defend herself. But personally, I think Whitney Houston was more than capable to belt this song out at any stage of her career. And in fact, if you watch different versions of this video, live performances, they do sound different, as she stated. I mean, some of the live performances, she's belting it out better than others. All her performances are amazing, and even then, some of her later ones are even better than her earlier ones.
Hello, that happens to me. It happens to every singer. It's no one really escapes that. Either you're sick, or you age, or after you have children, your voice changes a little bit. I mean, there's new studies that have been released on that too for female singers. So like, this is the thing. This happens, and you have to be very careful as a listener not to be too judgy about this, please, because while
So she's saying for us lot not to be too judgy about the quality of a singer, and yet she's been highly judgmental. Yeah, hypocrite here.
while we state facts and while there is truth to it, it's not in a judgmental way. It's just in it is what it is kind of way. Like, there's no knocking Whitney for changing. It's just saying, okay.
No knocking her, but you are knocking her, love.
So I think that for here, she probably didn't feel like she could hit that note in a way that's indicative to how people expect her to sound. So she chose to do a deviation. Smart. That's okay. That's totally fine. And I kind of, there were a couple moments in here where I wished she would have stuck and stayed with the note. You know, I love you. Or, and I said that she gonna run down. And she just would have stuck it. But instead.
Sorry, I had to go quiet to them because she cannot do that, in my opinion. This vocal coach is unreal, and not even in a good way.
Then she did her little run and then went back up. Okay, fine. For the most part, though, and this is I'm going to say this universally for Whitney. For the most part, any chance you get or got to see Whitney live is a good day for you, no matter what comes out of her mouth, because she is a legend and she is, her gospel roots show. And I think that's actually a huge asset to her, because when you're vocally tired, yet you have this huge arsenal of vocal flexibility, agility, riffs and runs, different, even hearing different chord patterns aside from what's in the actual chord progression of the song, and are able to then go to that like she did in the end, sort of like the minor, more bluesy gospel feel, and then go back into the regular melodic line of the chord progression in the song. I think that's genius. I think that's really smart. I think that's using your mind to draw people in with your voice in a different way than you've done it before. I think it's singing smarter, not harder. Anyway, we'll come up with that. So, I love her. I like this performance a lot. It made me a little nervous and anxious for her in places, because I was like, ooh, girl, you gonna get it? You gonna get it? You alright? Okay, you got it. Okay, great. Let's move on. But I feel like, I'm sorry, I just thought I turned my phone on my brain. I feel like this was a good, solid performance. At first, I feel like it was a smart performance. So, guys, this is a behemoth of a song. Again, it makes me pee my pants a little bit at the thought of singing it. Not gonna lie.
So she's saying, on one hand she's having a dig at Whitney Houston, and then on the other hand she's like saying how good she is in that. Also, on one hand she's saying that unless you sing this song, you're not a good singer, you're not gold standard. But then on the other hand she's saying it's one hell of a song, it's a behemoth of a song. So it sounds like she doesn't know what she's on about, to be honest. Like I say, I've got no musical qualifications or background, apart from I love good music and I enjoy listening to good music. But her opinions just fly everywhere. From positive to negative to reassuring to putting Whitney down. It's just a minefield of opinions, and it's like she's covering this performance from every angle, every positive scenario, every negative. It's and although I do try and watch different YouTubers when they're reacting to videos, I'll definitely want to be watching her again, because I've got a feeling no matter what she watches, she'll basically be saying the same thing. She'll be bigging up the artist, but then dragging them down, making positive remarks and then negative remarks. And I know whatever you do in life and whatever you watch, and you've got to keep a balanced opinion, but it just seems like she don't know what she's on about. It's just a jumble, a mix of opinions, and she's hypocritical as well.
And better her than me, that's all I have to say. So, thanks so much for asking me to react to this one, guys. I know you've been waiting a while for Whitney.
So, that's it on that video. I'll look forward to seeing you in future videos. Please smash the notification bell and please subscribe so you receive new content as soon as it comes out. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.